Good morning, 7:15 here in the Eastern Highlands. Just having a cup of coffee. I brought this out to show you. One of my favorite these days. We just come out to start the morning. Could hear some sounds. The builders are already busy at work. I'll be showing you what's going on this morning. If you love coffee, please feel free to suggest any coffees that you find very tasty that I could try. I'll be happy to look for those and give it a try. I'm a coffee guy these days.
It's always a pleasure to come down to the fields. Apart from the beautiful scenery here, you get to see the fantastic progress the banana plants are making. Not long ago, these were tiny plants just starting off. This field is spotted with some old tree stumps. These take time to grow, but will eventually disappear. The bulk of our land will remain in its natural state. We will use a selected section of the land for smart agricultural practices. Some exciting news this morning. We are just learning from our caretaker that more muzhanje trees have been discovered in the yard. In English, this is also known as the wild loquat fruit or sugar plums. This is a popular wild fruit here in Zimbabwe that we are always buying in Harare when it's in season. Altogether, we now know that we have about 5 trees in the yard. Of these, some bear more fruit than others. We are looking forward to enjoying these when they are in season.
Kana wajikwani wakoma naye uruko? Mingani? Pane mingani? Yakaita mashanja akawanda ere? Mashoma. Nomwe wachiro kugara kumusoro uko. Kana wadawo kubereka. Angati aya, uyo unobereka uko. Wepanze parod. Kuti ndiwo munhu wese kwa. Asikati munomba uri muyadhi muno. Uri muyadhi muno? Unobereka sei? Anobereka. Ekanga zvoti yadha yobereka sei because chinoite mizhanje kai. Inoreportwa futi ikauyo. Gore rino nderenzara.
Mulching is a common practice used here to keep the bananas warm and help them to do well. Different materials such as maize stalks, grass, and leaves can be used for mulching. A small section of the field has already been mulched. We plan to use some of these to mulch the rest of the field.
Kunge muzhanje.
Muzhanje.
Usingaiti. Wakanaka chose.
Saka aya chapera.
Ezikazi
Zvigutswa.
Zviramba undokukanira mashizha esi.
Mbona zvutora sekuri.
Zvutora. Kana zvimwe zvacho hazvichatinga zvirikutora. Zvichapasiwa nemudhuri.
Ibanana.
Ndo masaka aya akasimwa acho.
Here.
Ila hivi. Akaita azuva nekana nene aya futi kuti izvi ari six panapa anobvisa ngoma zvakafanana.
Okay.
Akumudza chando ari kuona mvura yakakwana. Dai angarwa nechando dai kunozviwe mashizha acho ari yellow.
Okay, so these bananas, I understand they're performing well, but they need some fertilizer. Okay, so here you can see the caretaker's garden. He's just started to put some veggies in here, but I guess we have to relocate this and permanently put it somewhere suitable. But this is just a start, so it's okay, because we want the plantation to stand alone. So we have about I think 200 banana plants in this plantation, and we are adding more. When you are here in the Eastern Highlands, this is a common thing to do. But that's not the reason we are doing it, but we just wanted to see how it goes. It's something that just ensures that you always have some cash, because all throughout the year people are selling bananas. These bananas are sent to Harare. You can get them from Bari, and from Bari I think you see some guys all over Harare with carts, push carts, selling bananas, those yellow bananas. Most of them come from the Eastern Highlands, Wonde Valley, Chipinge. So when you buy those, yes, they're coming from here. Probably one of these days you're going to eat some from this plantation. Yeah, as always, it comes with the views too. Lovely.
Following last season's good grain harvest, we are now taking a short ride to a local grinding mill to get some of the grain ground up to mealie mill for sadza. This will be our starch for supper tonight.
Saka nari mabondi mari 50 cents.
2000.
Alright. Saka munayo change. Asanzi motora maranzi. So this is for the caretaker's son. Our breakfast for the extended night and bread, then bucket and dish for cleaning and stuff.
Okay, so a quick chat on our water situation. We recently installed 5,000 liter tank of water. We are filling it with water that is coming to the homestead via gravity from the mountains. It takes about 6 hours 52 minutes to fill the 5,000 liter tank. We actually tried this when we installed it, and that's about, well, you can put it at 7 hours, which is about 35 hours to fill up 25,000 liters. So our medium to long-term plan is to have at least up as many as 5 by 5,000 liter tanks, which will come to about 25,000 liters, which will then just keep for storage, for use with our irrigation and for use with the domestic plumbing. So the tank is going to be hooked up as well into the plumbing system in the house. So in as far as water is concerned, we are comfortable. We feel that we are covered. We don't need a borehole at the moment because there's just a lot of water that we can get from the mountain. It's running 1.8 kilometers for those who we talked about it in the earlier chapters, but we are we are getting the water 1.8 kilometers on poly pipe using gravity onto the homestead. So the pressure comes from the head that we have from the mountain, and then it climbs up to where we are. We are up here. So the system works pretty good. It's really good. It's surprising actually, because that's what most people use here for their domestic needs. They use that water for irrigation, for bananas, and all the sugarcane, all kinds of things that people are growing here. So it's natural water from the rivers and from the mountain springs. In our case, again, it's from the mountain spring, close to us. So we are happy about the water situation. We are happy that we don't have to be drilling a borehole soon. I think there's some $4,000 saved, maybe $3.5 to $4,000 saved in as far as borehole is concerned. So all we need to do concerning the water is just to pay our levies, get the permit from Zino, pay our levies. There's also a storage fee that we'll have to pay when we have more water tanks. That will be calculated by Zino, but it's not a lot of money. But we intend just to have all that done so that our system is above board and everything is according to the regulations. So I thought I'd give you an update on our water situation. We're pretty happy. We'll see how it goes. As we add more tanks, you'll get to see that.
The electrician is making good progress with his installations. He has completed the floor and the wall flush chiseling and began fitting the PVC conduits and even running some wires. This electrical wiring work must be completed before we can move on to the next stage, which is the ceiling. In anticipation of the next stages, we have already purchased some plumbing materials packed in the sacks. It has taken the electrician more effort than usual to chisel through the walls due to a strong motor gauge used by the builders for flooring and walls during plastering. This produces extra strong walls in this rainy climate, as much as it also takes more cement. The whole house required electrical wiring materials of about 1,300 American dollars. Due to a high prevalence of counterfeit cables in the market, we made a decision to source all electrical materials from a carefully considered hardware store here in Zimbabwe. As the electrical work progresses, the builders are also busy skimming the walls, getting them ready for painting. Skimming leaves the plastered walls with a fine finish to the touch, which makes the painting work look and feel high quality. To finish the entire house, we will need about 30 bags of skimming powder, worth about 500 American dollars. The powder is mixed with water and applied to the walls before it dries. This is the septic tank. It has just been dug. We hired someone locally to dig it. The builders will soon commence construction. This is the septic tank itself. And then we have the soakaway here, which we are going to fill with some stones and boulders. When the water is separated from the solids, it comes here and then sips into the soil, going back into the ecosystem. The septic tank system is located about 20 meters from the house. Future outbuildings will also utilize this same system. This is the lawn that we planted in Chapter 5. Progress has been seemingly slow. It appears we didn't do many things right. We have settled for the fact that we will need to revisit this project with better tact and knowledge. The ultimate goal is to have many of the places around the house covered in good-looking grass.
So I just stopped here to show you some of our future plans over here, where we plan to put a deck. As you will see, we have got a nice views over here. Can you see the views right at the back here? There's that beautiful mountain, and over here we have some fantastic sunsets. So we are hoping to put a deck here so that you can have a view of the mountain as well as enjoy the sunset. Probably call it the sunset deck. So let me just show you where it will be. So up from the house, this whole area here on this side, so this is the eastern side of the property. We plan to put up the deck over there, and then the driveway continues, and out there you have got the nice mountain view in the distance. It's actually closer than you can think right now, that you would imagine. You have more views, and then when you're up higher you should be able to see the sunset, which what the deck will do. So every single day, as long as it's not overcast, there's some beautiful sunsets to enjoy from here. So yeah. Very cool. Cool, I could imagine with the summer's heat how cool it will be in here. So again, the plan is to leave it as is. The floor is completely covered in dead leaves, so it's got a lot of moisture, which makes it cool. So you can come out here and just sit and enjoy. So the deck should be somewhere around here, elevated. Here at the bottom we plan to leave everything as is, green and foresty like, and then the deck will be at the top where you can sit and then just enjoy. I don't know how many degrees are there. It's not really 360, maybe 180, something like that. Where you have got mountain views, more mountain views, and then you've got sunsets from the west, and so the east is this side. Pretty exciting. Reading a book and just enjoy the silence. You can probably hear some grinder work. That's at the house up there. The builders are trying to put the fascia boards, so they're doing some grinding work as well as the electrical work. So that's where the noise is coming from.
Following our earlier dry run, showing how the main gate location was changing, we are now getting our hands dirty to get this project completed. The gate is being fixed by our muzukuru, or cousin, a man in the trade who lives locally here in Hondi Valley. He has been of tremendous help since the start of this journey as a dependable runner on the ground. Highly appreciated.
The moment you think that people shit from that is nice.
Good job, decent job done on the gates. We had to move it a bit inside because when the trucks were coming they could not take the turn properly because of the curve that is here in going up the driveway. So we shifted it in to bring it inside the property so that when the drivers are coming in it's easy for them to make a turn. So before this we had actually uprooted the gate because it was impossible for the trucks to make a smooth turn. But now we just follow the tires of the trucks so that we have a good width for them to run through. Great job done there. Nice.